Most people spend their entire lives searching for success outside themselves. They chase money, status, material possessions, thinking these things will make them magnetic. But wealthy people understand something profound. True magnetism comes from within.
So you're saying it's not about what they have, but who they are. How does that actually work in practice?
Exactly. Think about it like this. You can't connect with others or opportunities when you're disconnected from yourself. Wealthy individuals have learned to tap into their inner power first. This creates an energy field that literally attracts what they desire.
That sounds almost mystical. But you mentioned this is about daily habits, not just philosophy. What's the bridge between inner power and actual wealth?
The bridge is momentum. Every habit you practice consistently builds energy in a specific direction. Wealthy people have mastered 4 core habits that generate positive momentum, expanding their electromagnetic field. Today, we're going to break down exactly what those habits are. The first habit is waking up every day with a clear plan. Wealthy people approach each morning with intentionality. They don't stumble out of bed, reacting to notifications or chaos. They know exactly what needs to be done, and they maintain a calm yet assertive mindset.
I've heard about morning routines before, but most people struggle with them. What makes this different from just having a to-do list?
It's about alignment, not just productivity. When you wake with clarity, you're setting your vibration for the entire day. This isn't about forcing yourself through tasks. It's about connecting to your purpose first, then letting your actions flow from that centered place.
So they're not just planning their day, they're tuning their frequency? How does someone actually do that when they're used to waking up scattered?
Start small. Before checking your phone, take 5 minutes to sit in stillness and visualize your day. See yourself moving through it with ease and purpose. This simple practice begins to reduce the momentum of chaos and builds new momentum toward clarity. Remember the train analogy. You can't stop at 300 mph instantly. You slow down gradually. The second habit is reading personal development or financial books daily. Wealthy people continuously expand their knowledge, but here's what most miss. They're not just collecting information. They're building new neural connections that generate thoughts, vibrational waves that align with their desired outcomes.
Wait, so reading actually changes your vibration? That seems like a stretch. How does information in a book translate to magnetic energy?
Think of your brain as an electromagnetic organ. Every thought is literally an electrical impulse creating a magnetic field. When you read something that shifts your perspective, you're rewiring your neural pathways. Those new pathways generate different thoughts, which emit different frequencies.
So it's not just about learning business strategies, it's about fundamentally changing how you think? What kind of books actually create this effect?
Books that challenge your limiting beliefs and expand your sense of what's possible. When someone's stuck in scarcity thinking reads about abundance principles, their brain literally begins forming new connections. Over time, these connections become highways of thought that naturally attract wealth. This is why wealthy people never stop learning. The third habit is tracking expenses and reviewing finances weekly. Wealthy individuals maintain a strong awareness of their financial position. They're not obsessing or worrying. They're steering the ship. They make adjustments when necessary to maintain a steady, aligned course toward their destination.
But doesn't constantly looking at money create anxiety, especially if someone isn't wealthy yet? How is this magnetic rather than stressful?
That's the key distinction. Poor people avoid looking at their finances because they're afraid. Wealthy people look at their finances from a place of power and curiosity. It's not about judgment, it's about awareness. You cannot redirect momentum if you don't know which direction you're currently heading.
So the emotional state while reviewing finances is what matters. What's the practical difference in how they actually do this?
Exactly. They approach it like a pilot checking instruments, not a prisoner reviewing a sentence. Every Sunday, they look at what came in, what went out, and what adjustments to make. This practice keeps them connected to the flow of money rather than disconnected from it. Remember, nothing external will help you build momentum toward connecting with yourself. Everything you need is already within, but awareness is the bridge. The fourth habit is exercising daily. Now listen carefully, because this is where science and spirituality converge beautifully. Wealthy people are physically active not just for health, but because movement literally makes them more magnetic. They increase their body heat, generate more electricity, and expand their electromagnetic field.
Hold on. Are you saying that working out actually changes your magnetic field? That sounds too good to be true. What's the science behind this?
Your heart and brain are electromagnetic organs that emit measurable energy. When you exercise, you increase blood flow, oxygen, and electrical activity throughout your body. This expansion of energy creates a larger electromagnetic field around you. Joe Dispenza has documented this extensively in his research on heart coherence and brainwave frequencies.
So when someone exercises, they're literally becoming more attractive to opportunities and people? How does this connect to wealth specifically?
Everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. When you expand your electromagnetic field through movement, you become capable of resonating with higher frequency opportunities, ideas, and people. This is why wealthy individuals prioritize exercise even when they're busy. They understand it's not just about physical health, it's about energetic capacity. The larger your field, the more you can attract and hold.
Okay, these 4 habits make sense individually. But what if someone is currently doing the opposite of all these things? How do they actually shift when their momentum is going the wrong direction?
This is crucial to understand. You cannot stop a train traveling at 300 meters instantly without causing massive disruption. The same applies to life momentum. If you're in patterns of disconnection, staying in bed, avoiding finances, and being sedentary, you can't flip everything overnight without internal chaos and resistance.
So what's the strategy? How do they slow down the negative momentum and build positive momentum without overwhelming themselves?
Start with one habit. Implement it for a week, then add another. Maybe you begin with just 5 minutes of morning stillness. The next week, you add 10 minutes of reading. The following week, you schedule one financial review. Small, consistent steps begin to reduce the force of negativity and allow space for something new to emerge.
And this gradual approach actually works better than trying to transform everything at once. Why is patience more powerful than intensity here?
Because real transformation isn't about force, it's about alignment. When you slowly peel back layers of negative momentum, you naturally uncover the deeper connection to your true self. This is how you build sustainable change. True change happens through small, deliberate adjustments that honor where you are while gently guiding you toward where you want to be. Here's what most people don't understand. These habits work because they align with universal laws. The law of vibration states that everything is energy vibrating at its own frequency. Positive thoughts, emotions, and habits raise your vibration, aligning you with frequencies of abundance, joy, and harmony. This isn't philosophy, it's physics.
So these universal laws are always operating, whether we're aware of them or not? That's both empowering and sobering. What happens to people who ignore these laws?
They live reactively, at the mercy of momentum they don't understand or control. Negative thoughts, habits, and emotions lower your vibration, creating cycles of disconnection and stagnation. These patterns generate their own momentum. This is why awareness and intentionality are vital. The laws don't pause based on your understanding, they simply operate.
That's a heavy responsibility. But it also means anyone can tap into this power if they understand the principles. Is that why wealthy people seem to attract opportunities effortlessly?
Exactly. They've aligned their daily habits with universal principles. They're not lucky, they're magnetic. When you cultivate positive habits consistently, you build momentum that naturally attracts opportunities, connections, and circumstances that resonate with your elevated frequency. This is the design of an intelligence far greater than our own. Call it divine intelligence, universal mind, or infinite power. The consistency of these laws reflects a higher order governing all things.
This completely reframes what wealth actually is. It's not just about money, it's about becoming a person who naturally attracts and holds abundance. But where does someone actually start today?
Start by asking yourself this question: what are the people who already have the financial success I desire doing differently? Then look at these 4 habits. Which one feels most accessible to you right now? That's your entry point. Don't try to be perfect, just be intentional.
And as they practice these habits, they'll naturally start to feel different, think different, and attract different results. How long does this transformation typically take?
It varies for everyone because it depends on how much negative momentum needs to be slowed first. But most people notice shifts within 30 to 90 days of consistent practice. Remember, you were not meant to merely survive, you were meant to thrive. These 4 habits are the bridge between where you are and where you're capable of being.
This is powerful. So the journey toward wealth is really a journey toward reconnecting with your inner power, and these habits are the tools that make you magnetic along the way.
Precisely. Every intentional choice you make each day becomes the foundation for a life lived in alignment with your highest potential. With every deliberate step, you move closer to expansion, growth, and the fulfillment of the unique purpose you were designed for. The extraordinary possibilities already exist within you. These 4 habits simply help you unlock them.